Hi everybody, and welcome to Module 1, where we are going to be talking about the purpose and value of higher education. So before we get into the main part of the module, I do want to remind you that there is an extra credit option already in class, and these are some of the extra credit submissions that I have received in the past. So I'm not going to tell you what the extra credit is. You have to read and find it on your own, but this might give you a clue as to what I'm looking for. Okay, so for our first half of the module, we are going to talk about the differences between high school and college. I'm going to go over our STAMP assignment and the directions for that. It's one of our biggest assignments for this class, and there are multiple parts to it. And then we'll do a little check-in about how things are going in Eagle. So we do have a warm-up question on the announcements. So one thing that you have accomplished in the past week, and then something that you want to work on going forward. And we will check in to see how you're doing with that goal. So something that I have accomplished in the past week is I've done some extra research on my own just for my career and getting some more knowledge for myself. So I'm happy about that. And then something to work on going forward, I need to clean my kitchen and I'm avoiding it right now. So maybe that is something that by the next time I record, I can say that I've cleaned my kitchen. We'll see. All right, so getting into differences between high school and college. So there is a handout posted of some comparisons, and I would like you to read this on your own and either highlight or take some notes on points that stand out to you, and then you will share those on the lecture assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this and show you the handout here. So it is attached to the assignment, and as soon as this loads, we will take a look. Here we go. All right, I'm going to make this full screen. And so here you can see there are different topics on the side, and then it goes through what it's typically like in high school, what it's typically like in college. So these college expectations, it might not be exactly the same as what happens at RVC, but probably close. Some of the things that stand out to me are how much time and the independence for how things are divided for class time and study time between high school and college. Where high school, a lot of your class time and study time, everything is done in class and there's not as much homework. And then in college, you don't have quite as much class time, but you're responsible for a lot more things on your own. Freedom, how teachers might react or respond, homework, your required reading, what tests are like, your grades, support services, stress, I would say definitely more stressful in college, and then self-advocacy, that you have to advocate for yourself in college. And there are people who will help you, but you have to be the one to take those steps to get help that you need. So you can go ahead and pause this video, take some time to go through this handout, marking things that stand out to you, and then be ready to share those for the assignment. The next thing that we are going to go over today is the STAMP assignment. So like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is the largest assignment that you will work on for this class, and there are several different parts to it. So we do have packets, and your packet will be online. Everything is posted online. So part 1 of the STAMP assignment is you making an appointment. So typically you're going to make an appointment with an advisor. Your advisor is going to be me. So you're going to make an appointment with me to basically go over your plan for your degree. But part 1 is literally just making the appointment and turning in that you have made an appointment. So it's pretty easy. So you do need to make an appointment with me by March 31st. And the window of appointments that I will take are between March 27th and April 14th. So I do have a sign up posted online where you can choose from some dates and times. You can also choose if you would like to meet in person in my office or if you would like to do a Zoom meeting. So I am open to doing either one of those. Part 2 is also pretty easy. You are going to write down some questions for the meeting. So you have to have some questions already prepared when you meet with me, basically about your academic plan. And for part 2, you're going to type those questions on Eagle and turn them in. And that's part 2. Part 3 is where you actually will meet with me on your appointment date. So on part 3, we will go over what your plan is for what degree you want to do, if you are going to transfer, where you would like to transfer, and then we'll plan out all of your classes for the rest of your time at RBC. And then part 4, you are going to upload the courses that we have chosen. You're going to put them all into student planning online in self-service. And then you're going to upload a screenshot of that to Eagle and turn that in for part 4. So really none of these parts are very difficult. We've just taken a larger assignment and split it up into multiple parts. But I wanted to go over this for you right now because we are going to be getting into parts 1 and 2 fairly soon. And then you kind of have a heads up of what's coming for parts 3 and 4. In Eagle, you can pull up the stamp packet that has all of the parts together. So like I was saying, for stamp part 1, it's just putting in your information about who you're meeting with, when you are going to meet, and then saying, did you put your answers into Eagle? Because there is a spot on Eagle to submit that part as an assignment. And then if you scroll down, stamp part 2, this is a place for you to write out your questions that you're going to ask me during your visit. So question 1 and question 2 are just things that you would like to know about your academic plan. And then the rest of the questions are prompted a little bit more for you to specifically answer. Part 3 is where you meet with me and we plan out what you're going to do for your degree, whether it's a transfer degree or an applied science degree. And then you'll see here is where we're going to map out what classes you will take in which semester. And part 4 gives you directions for how to put in the classes that we've chosen for you, how to put those into student planning, and then upload that for your assignment. So here you can see this is the packet that we typically hand out, that you have all of the parts available to you on Eagle. Please let me know if you have any questions about this process. Send me a message or an email and I will clarify anything that you might be wondering.